Each year, the Greenwood County Democratic Party honors the legacy of 3 historical figures from Greenwood, South Carolina. Our annual Carnell Drummond Mays Dinner is a celebration of their lifetime of service to the community, to the nation, to the world, and to the ideals to which we as Democrats strive to uphold. Born in 1928 in Ware Shows, Marion Carnell graduated from Ware Shows High School in 1945 and then served in the U.S. Navy for 3 years. From 1957 to 2002, he co-owned and operated Piggly Wiggly stores in his hometown and in '96. He served as the representative of State House District 14 for 4 decades, where he acted on many committees and was known primarily for championing the causes of health care and higher education. He attended Lander College, whose reputation he was instrumental in helping to grow. In 1991, the library at Piedmont Technical College was dedicated to him, and in 1992, the Carnell Learning Center opened on the now Lander University campus. He was a member of First Baptist Church in Ware Shows, past president of the Lions Club, past commander of the American Legion, and a member of the Burton Center Foundation Board. The Marion P. Carnell Bridge now spans across the Saluda River, linking the counties he served so admirably. He was committed to providing services to people with special needs and to those whom society had forgotten. Representative Carnell was truly a servant of the people. Senator John Willie Drummond was born in Greenwood, South Carolina in 1919. He was a captain in the U.S. Air Force, flying 47 missions in World War II. Including close air support for troops invading Normandy on D-Day. He spent the last 10 months of the war as a POW in a German camp. Among his many World War II decorations are the Distinguished Flying Cross and 2 Purple Hearts. After he returned to Greenwood, he started the Drummond Oil and the Greenwood Petroleum Companies. He was elected to the SC State House in 1965. In 1967, he was elected to represent District 10 in the Senate. In 1993, he became the chairman of the Senate Finance Committee. And in 1996, Senator Drummond was elected President pro tempore of the Senate, the highest position a state senator can hold. He was so highly regarded by colleagues on both sides of the aisle that when an incoming Republican majority cost him his 2 senior positions of authority, the 2 parties got together and created for him the position of President pro tempore emeritus. He was also the chairman for 2 committees honoring veterans and a special international emissary on behalf of the state. John Drummond was an active proponent of the environment with 2 educational centers named after him, including the John Drummond and Holly Self Drummond Environmental Education and Conference Center on Lake Greenwood. He was a member and deacon of First Baptist Church of '96, former president of the Lions Club, and commander of the American Legion. Senator John W. Drummond lived a full life, devoting the entirety of his 96 years to serving his community and his country. In recent years, there has been a growing recognition of the importance of Dr. Benjamin Elijah Mays in helping shape the soul of America, bridging the long road from post-slavery Reconstruction to the Civil Rights era of the 1950s and 60s. Born in 1894 to former slaves in Epworth, South Carolina, young Benny Mays knew he had a calling in life outside of the family cotton farm, where violent racism was rampant despite decades of progress since the Emancipation Proclamation. One of Mays' earliest memories was of the Phoenix election riot in 1898, which terrorized and humiliated his parents in front of their children. The Black Baptist Church served as Benjamin Mays' anchor and launching pad to a lifetime of intellectual and theological pursuit. He had a conviction that God truly saw all of his creation as equal, with qualities and talents that were limited only by the racial oppression of the times. He set out with determination to show he was the equal of any white scholar or minister. Dr. Mays' lifetime of academics started in a high school in Orangeburg, South Carolina, where he graduated as valedictorian. From there, he went to Bates College in Maine to demonstrate that he could compete with the white students in the North. His journey continued as a teacher at Morehouse College in Atlanta, postgraduate work at the University of Chicago, executive secretary of the Tampa Urban League, National Student Secretary of the YMCA in Atlanta, and Dean of Religion at Howard University in Washington, D.C. In 1940, Dr. Mays accepted the position of president of Morehouse College, where he remained until his retirement in 1967. After a trip to India in 1936 as a delegate of the YMCA, Mays met with Mahatma Gandhi and wholeheartedly embraced the practice of nonviolent resistance. He spread this message among his students, where the seed found root and grew in the anti-segregation movement of the 1950s and 1960s. It was at Morehouse that Dr. Mays mentored many young African-American students, the most famous being Martin Luther King Jr. Having been unable to have children of their own, Dr. Mays and his wife Sadie adopted King as their spiritual son, a fact that made his famous eulogy of Dr. King in 1968 so moving and painful. Dr. Benjamin E. Mays was many things: a published author, a tireless worker, an intellectual among intellectuals, a fierce anti-segregationist, a Baptist minister, a mentor and role model to countless men and women. But first, before all of that, he was a child of Greenwood County, and even with statues and schools named in his honor, it will never be enough recognition for the imprint he left on the soul of our nation.